welcome back to Anna's Cooking/Baking Show. This is the 9th video, and today we're doing something a little different. So I have 3 types of frosting right here. They're all buttercream. So we have the German buttercream, I hope I'm pointing to the right one, the American buttercream, and the ermine buttercream. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making these buttercreams. They're going to be vanilla flavored, and we're going to put them on these cupcakes. And we're going to have a blind taste tester coming on the show to see which one tastes better. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get started on today's video. So we're going to be using a half recipe, but we're going to post the full recipe down in the description down below. So make sure to check that out to make this with me. So the ingredients we do have that I'm going to share with you is, they're kind of hiding in the back here. But all of them have butter. That's something all of these have in common. Everything has some sort of butter. So butter. And then milk, sugar, salt, vanilla extract, cornstarch, and egg yolks. So that is for the German buttercream. For the American buttercream, which I actually have used a couple times in my videos, so butter, like I said, vanilla extract, flour, powdered sugar, milk, and that is it. Not a lot of ingredients. And then for the ermine buttercream, we have butter, and then we have some sugar, we have some flour, we have some vanilla extract, some more butter, which I forgot to put in the front, and some milk. So those are the ingredients I'm going to be using for today. So let's get started on today's video. So now we are going to be doing the German buttercream first. So we have all our ingredients here, and this has the most ingredients out of both the buttercreams, or all of them because it's big. So I'm going to set this off to the side, and the first step we're going to do is we're going to take our milk and sugar, and we're going to bring it over here. And then we're going to dump the milk in. It's going to be on low heat. Dump the milk in. I just want to make sure it didn't drip. And then we dump the sugar in. It was just kind of satisfying to let it fall. So yeah, we're going to mix it until it's like nice and smooth. Yeah, it cannot be grainy. So that is the first step of making German buttercream. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our mixture from that, and we're going to take 1 tablespoon and dump it in with our egg yolks. And then we're going to take a cornstarch and also dump it. And we'll just do that. And we're going to whisk it until it's kind of like a bubbly, smooth type thing. So that is the next step. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn up the heat to where it's scalding. Not quite boiling, but scalding. And we're going to mix it. And that is the next step. So now we're going to drizzle this mixture into that mixture, and we cannot stop stirring. So I'm going to start stirring, and I cannot stop, or else it might scramble the eggs. So now that our mixture looks like this, what we're going to do is we're going to dump it back into the saucepan. Now you're going to stir very aggressively until it becomes thick, like this. Stir it like you're angry. And eventually it will thicken, and you will have a German buttercream. now that our mixture is thickened and we're starting to get some bubbles, what we're going to do is we're going to take it off the heat and stir it for a minute while it's off the heat. Set it like right here. Don't set it straight on your counter. And mix it for about a minute. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some plastic wrap on the custard. And we have to put it like directly on the custard so it doesn't form a skin. And yeah, that's bad. So we're going to do this. It looks kind of like queso. Like when you go to a Mexican restaurant and they have like queso, that's what it looks like right now. So we're doing this. And I'm going to now do this. And we're going to let it sit until it is room temperature. So might take a little while. So now what we're going to do is we are doing the ermine buttercream. So we are going to let the German buttercream cool. While we're doing that, we're going to work on the ermine buttercream. So we're going to be switching back and forth in this video. So try not to get confused on which buttercream we are doing. So this one is kind of like a pudding buttercream. That one's like a custard. This one's like a pudding. So the first step, take this, like your flour, and dump it. Then you're going to take the sugar and dump it. Then you're going to take like 1 ton of salt, like a pinch, like that much, and then mix it together. Make sure there is no heat right now. Mix it, whisk it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our milk and add it and put it on low heat. And then we're going to put it on low heat. So now what we're going to do is we turn it on low heat, or medium low. And we're going to whisk it until it starts to boil for about 1 to 2 minutes. So now what we're going to do is, now that it's thickened and starts coating everything like the bowl, now we are going to put some plastic wrap on it and do the same thing. Oops, it's hot. Do the same thing we did with that one. Let it cool. And now we're going to work on the American buttercream. Very, very hot. Now, while these cool, we're going to make our American buttercream. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to make the American buttercream now. So, we're going to take this butter stick, and then we're going to kind of whip it until it's creamy and fluffy. Now we are going to mix this to make it fluffy. So now what we are going to do is we're going to take all of our other ingredients and dump it in. And then we're going to mix them. So now what we're going to do is, this is the finished product, and we're going to taste test it real quick just to see if it needs more salt. Tastes fine to me. So this is the German buttercream right now. So we took the little plastic wrap thing off. And now we're gonna beat the butter and make it smooth and fluffy. So now what we're going to do is we're gonna mix it and make it fluffy. So now what we're going to do is we are going to, as we are mixing, add this little mixture over here into the butter. To do now is we're going to add a vanilla extract, and now add 1 full teaspoon of salt. I'll pick that up later. About that much. And then we're going to mix it. This is the final product for the German buttercream. Now we're making the ermine frosting. So we're going to beat the butter right now. Now we're going to add a little bit of this at a time. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a splash of vanilla and a ton of salt. Okay, and now we are going to add some salt. That was way too much vanilla extract. It's sticking to me, but it's okay. So now let's mix it. Now let's decorate the cupcakes. Now I'm here with my special guest,
Alex. Hello.
my brother. You've seen him on the show before when I did a video with Liam, and if you haven't seen that video, after this video, go check it out. So, we finished the cupcakes, and as you saw before, we decorated them. So, let's bring in the cupcakes. Now, we have the cupcakes. So, we have the German buttercream, the ermine buttercream, and the American buttercream. So we're going to be ranking them. So there's 3 categories, we're going to be ranking them. So the first category is the hardest to make. That one's going to be me because he didn't make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't make them. So I'm going to rank that one. So the second thing we're going to be ranking on is the best looking. And the way I spread them, not the best. Not the best. Yeah, so we're not going to be based on that, but the texture and how pretty it looks and that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and we are also going to be ranking on the tasting. So I have some sheets over there, which we are going to write it down and show you guys. So now let's start eating the cupcakes. So we're going to try to figure out which one's the German, the ermine, and the American. So we're going to split it in half and each try it. Which one do you want to do?
Let's do that one.
Okay, the middle one. Yeah, as you can see, this is the middle one. Got a bit on me. Okay, let's split it in half. The cupcake's kind of like hard to, like cut into. Sick.
Okay.
You can take the bigger piece.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna try it in 3, 2, 1. That tastes really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Good.
this. The texture is a little.
It's almost like spongy a little bit. Like it's like.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of like. It's kind of like the very thinner version of ice cream.
Yeah.
It tastes like really good. It kind of tastes like what the American one would taste like.
Yeah, I like the frosting. It's pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that is the first one, which we have not figured out yet. The second one. Which one do you want to do next?
Let's do this one.
Right. I think I know what this one is. I think it's a German.
Yeah, I think I know what
I'll
that
slow
is
down.
too. It's the only one that looks like different of
Yeah.
all the other ones.
Yeah, besides the way I spread them, it like. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, now let's try it in 3, 2, 1. Doesn't have much flavor.
Yeah. Oh. Now I kind of like it.
I feel like
It's almost
this
like
one.
got a little more salt in it.
Yeah, we did add salt in some of them. Yeah.
It's much. It's soft. I would say it's softer than the last one. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it's salty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this might have been the one where I added a little too much salt. I can't remember which one that was.
Yeah.
Okay,
Still pretty good.
now let's figure out which one's the ermine and the American. You gotta cut it. Cut! Okay, you can take that one.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna try it in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's a lot of vanilla.
Yeah. I like it. Soft.
I think this is the one where I added a lot of vanilla on accident. I think that's
This one's very good. I like this one. It's got more of a flavor than the other ones. It's soft.
Yeah. I still kind of like this one better. Which was the first one we tried.
The first one?
Yeah, which one do you like better?
It's either got to be this one or the yellow one.
Yeah, we think it's a German, so let's just call it the German. Yeah. So I'm gonna have my mom tell us which one is which. So, which one was in the middle?
Number 1.
Which one was in the middle?
Oh, American.
The American was in the middle. Which one was right here?
Ermine.
Ermine. Which one was right here?
German.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So this one is the ermine, I think.
This is ermine? The yellow one is ermine?
No.
Ermine.
No, the one right here. This one is the ermine. The one that was right here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think the one we just tried is the ermine. Yeah. So, that is our conclusion. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And, oh wait, hold on. I forgot to do the rankings. So, let's go to the rankings. Now it is time for the rankings. So we're gonna pull one of these randomly and it'll give us a ranking. So it'll say the options are best looking, best tasting, and the hardest to make. So I'm gonna pull a random one and see what it says. And we're gonna decide what each one is in the ranking. The best looking. It might be backwards in the camera. I don't know for sure. So that says best looking. And then 1, 2, and 3. So we are both going to decide which one was the best looking.
Okay.
So, which do you think had the best color?
Let's start from the worst one.
Okay,
So,
worst one. Which one looked the ugliest?
worst one, the ugliest. Okay.
I kind of like the German butter, so I think I'm going to move that one up. So I think it's between Ermine and the...
I think Ermine should go 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ermine wasn't the best
Yeah,
looking one.
Ermine is in number 3. So Ermine.
These are going to be tougher.
Yeah.
I liked how the American looked, but I also liked how the German buttercream
I
looked.
think the German, in my opinion, was better because of the way it looked. It was like a nice yellow and thick, like a bit thicker, so it was, so you can like make it into shapes and make it look nicer.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. What do you think?
Yeah, I like German for number 1.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the American.
American's number 2, and then German buttercream is number 1.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just write AB for American buttercream because that's kind of a lot, and I'm gonna write GB for German buttercream. So these are the rankings. In number 1, we have the German buttercream. In number 2, we have the American buttercream. And in number 3, Ermine. So,
Okay.
those are the rankings for the best looking. Now, we're going to pull a random one. How about we pull the bottom one?
Okay.
The best
Best
tasting.
tasting. Okay.
Okay, so let's start from the worst and go back up. So
The German did not have a lot of flavor. The German buttercream did not have a lot of flavor.
yeah.
The American had the most flavor, but it was a little overpowering.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was the one that added too much vanilla extract. So I kind of don't like I think it was the American that had.
The German buttercream had a lot of salt in it.
Oh yeah.
That was the one that had a lot of salt in it. And then the American had a lot of vanilla in it.
To be honest, I think the American was kind of worse.
Really?
Yeah, like I liked it, or yeah, I thought I liked. Oh no, I think it was the Ermine that had. Oh no.
The Ermine was like spongy and had.
Oh wait, no, it was the American. Oh, I meant to say that the Ermine was better. Oops. So the Ermine, in my opinion, tasted better. The American with too much vanilla, I didn't like.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's the American.
Okay, yeah.
So AB, I'm gonna use that for these rankings. So the German butter.
I think if we're going off Ermine and German buttercream, Ermine's gonna be number 1.
Yeah, I thought that too. Cause like the German buttercream was just a little too salty.
Yeah, it had quite a bit of salt in it. So.
Yeah, so good. And now the Ermine.
Ermine did have a good flavor to it.
Yeah, and I kind of liked it.
It had a good texture to it too. So.
Yeah, if I didn't make those mistakes though, then like in the little frosting, then I think it might have been better.
So the only one you got left.
Hardest to make. So
That's yours. So.
okay. So the easiest to make was the American. Like it's just a few ingredients, mix it together, no cooking, like anything, boiling everything. American. That was the easiest.
Okay.
So the second hardest, I mean, yeah, no. So the second hardest, I think, that's kind of hard because I don't know if the Ermine or the German was harder. To be honest, I can't remember. Was the German? Hey, Mom, was the German the one that we had to like boil one, or not like we'll cook it once and then like boil it again. Okay, so that was the German one. To be honest, I think the German one was the hardest to make.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So the ermine. And then the German. I'm gonna just write B. I accidentally wrote the whole word. So the hardest to make, I don't know if you can see because the camera's flipped. Number 1 was the German buttercream. Number 2 was the ermine. And number 3, last, was the American. Because you can't really call that a frosting. It's like butter, vanilla extract, some milk, and like one other ingredient. So I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But let's move to the outro. So, I've decided that before the outro, I'm going to do a little interview for you.
Okay.
So, first question. What was your favorite part of taste testing?
Well, getting to eat a bunch of cupcakes.
Okay. Now, what was your favorite cupcake?
My favorite cupcake was the American. It had the most flavor.
Okay, so my fifth question is, how do you think I can improve on the cupcakes?
Improve on the cupcakes?
Yeah.
I would say less vanilla for the American. For the American, no. And then the German was a little salty, so I would say a little bit less salt.
What about the ermine?
The ermine, I don't know. I wouldn't change anything to the ermine, really.
All
I think
right.
that's pretty good.
So, what type of frosting do you think I should do next? There's French, Italian, there's all types of ones.
I think you should do Swiss buttercream.
Oh, I've actually never heard of that. Yeah, okay. So maybe that'll be in the next video if it's not too hard. And final question, will you do a baking video with me and you bake?
Maybe.
All right, well, stay tuned and see if that actually happens. Now let's move to the outro. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this to all your friends and family. So, do you have anything to add?
Nope.
All right. Well, you can check out some of my other videos, like my pasta video, the one where I made actual cupcakes from scratch, or you can check out my cinnamon roll video, which is actually my first video. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!